All right, y'all. It's still going. Wait till they hit the 2 minute mark. About a couple more seconds. Okay, boom.
Snoop and other people been having people trying to bail the guy out, keep you because he talking too much, raising him trying to do stuff for puppy.
This the Petty Show, y'all. The Petty Show.
Because they say he talking too much.
So we feeling like it's gonna be alright until we go to the hospital and see that it ain't alright. He got tubes in him, and it's like when I walk in, I could just feel like he wasn't even there, and I fainted.
Only way you have a radio, if you was at the fight with us together. Two, we always go to the fight together, and we always go to the club together.
Snoop Dogg's name just got dragged into the Tupac case, and this time it's coming straight from feds. New evidence has surfaced, and Suge Knight just dropped bombshell receipts that could change everything we thought we knew. For years, the whispers have been there, but now the dots are finally connecting. Could one of hip-hop's biggest icons be more involved than we ever imagined? Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight's story is one of the wildest in hip-hop history. But to really understand how these two went from being ride or dies to bitter enemies, you gotta go back to the early 90s when Death Row Records was running the rap game. Back then, Death Row wasn't just a label, it was a whole empire. Suge Knight was the king, Dr. Dre was the genius producer, and Snoop was the golden boy.
Yeah, I hear how the AI say Suge. They say Suge. The AI say Suge. They don't say Suge Knight. It say Suge Knight. What's up? What's up? What's up, fam? What's up, fam?
A young, lanky Crip from Long Beach with a smooth flow and a whole lot of street cred. His debut, Doggy Style, dropped in '93 and immediately shook the industry. And behind all the success was Suga, larger than life. Always in a suit, always puffing on a cigar, looking like a villain straight out of a mob movie. He wasn't just feared, he was respected. If you were rolling with Suge, you were untouchable. But the problem with power, it makes people greedy. At first,
if you were rolling with Suge, if you were rolling with Suge, that's what the AI say. It's Suge, y'all. It's supposed to be Suge.
Snoop didn't mind. He was getting rich, the music was fire, and Death Row was at the top of the world. But then came the case, and Snoop got arrested for his alleged role in a gang-related case. The trial dragged on, and his career was basically in limbo. But the moment he got acquitted in '96, everything started changing. The Death Row Snoop had signed up for wasn't the same. Dre was already out, tired of Suga's heavy-handed ways. Tupac was gone. And Snoop? He wasn't trying to be the last one standing in a crumbling empire. Death Row wasn't just a...
That's when Snoop had went and signed No Limit. A lot of people don't know that. Snoop used to be signed No Limit after everything happened with Pop being unalive, Suge had to go to jail. Dr. Dre left. Yeah, Dr. Dre left and went and did a whole album with some New York rappers, Foxy Brown, AZ, and Nas. They had a whole CD that came out called The Firm. Y'all go check it out. It's on YouTube.
Record label. It was a full-blown street operation. If you were in prison status, calling him out for not being locked up in the roughest part of the system. At this point, Suge was heated. The Death Row empire he built was falling apart, and now Snoop was out here treating him like an afterthought. In 2002, things nearly came to blows at the Vibe Awards. But Steve Harvey, yes, that Steve Harvey, had to step in and play peacekeeper. It didn't help that 2 years later, Dre got sucker punched at the same awards show many believed was a setup by Suge.
They say Dr. Dre got sucker punched at an award show.
Things were messy, and it was clear the beef wasn't dying anytime soon. But life has a way of humbling even the toughest dudes. By 2013, something had shifted. Snoop, now older, wiser, and deep into his weed and funky music era, started reflecting on his past. And surprisingly, he didn't hate Suge anymore. In an interview with Vlad TV, he even complimented Suge. He put the whole beef behind him. Fast forward to 2018. Snoop and Suge randomly ran into each other in Vegas.
When we wasn't cool.
Right.
I seen him in Vegas. I was moving around doing my thing. And while I was getting the hotel room, she said, "Hi, Suge." I'm like,
about the incident every time he speaks about it. That's insane. But here's the thing. This is only the beginning of the story. Suge Knight stirred even more drama on his Collect Call podcast, and this time, he straight up put Snoop Dogg on the hot seat over Tupac's. He made some bold claims, suggesting Snoop has some serious explaining to do about what really happened in Vegas on the night of September 7th, 1996. The way Suge sees it, Pac always kept it real with Snoop, put him on All Eyes on Me, and showed him nothing but love. So, if the rumors are true, there's a lot Snoop needs to answer for. And Suge isn't just talking, he's bringing up specific allegations. He claims that Snoop warned Daz Dillinger not to go to Vegas with the
Hey, if anybody watching, I don't even see nobody in here, but anybody that watched this video, was Snoop on All Eyes on Me? Like, y'all let me know.
rest of the death row crew that night.
Daz was on a situation saying that Snoop told him they can't go to the fight, can't go to the club, can't go to Vegas and stuff, because something gonna happen, basically.
"Were you in Vegas?"
No, we heard about it because they was trying to get us to go to Vegas. And we was like, Dog Pound, we was really on our fro shit. You know what I'm saying? We was already saying, we was already saying that front.
Dad was like, "No, I'm not going to that shit. You want to roll with them? You going to be all the blood here, blah, 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 and none of that."
So they saying when it was coming to roll into the fight, that Mike Tyson fight that night, they're basically saying that wasn't what they was trying to do.
We were just going to be there. And I was like, dang, I didn't really think of it like that.
That's a huge accusation because it suggests Snoop might have known about the setup before it even went down. And that's just one piece of the puzzle Suge is putting together. Then he turned to another big question. How did Snoop and Warren G find out about the shooting so fast if they weren't even in Vegas? Warren G once said on Drink Champs that he and Snoop learned about Pac through a Nextel radio while in Los Angeles.
I heard about that. I did hear about that. I heard about Snoop them. I heard about the killing through a like a walkie-talkie type of thing. I did hear that.
But Suge is calling BS on that. Basically, he's implying that Snoop and his crew had a play-by-play of what was happening in Vegas in real time, which in Suge's mind raises a lot of red flags. And then there's the hospital situation. Suge says Snoop never visited Tupac after the shooting, but Snoop, on the other hand, has publicly said multiple times that he saw Pac before he passed, even describing the moment on the Impulsive podcast.
Feeling like it's gonna be alright until we go to the hospital and see that it ain't alright. He got tubes in him, and it's like, when I walked in, I could just feel like he wasn't even there.
So they trying to say Snoop lying. They trying to say Snoop saying he went to go see Tupac when he passed away, and that never happened.
Fainted. Then his mother, got me up and walked me in the bathroom and had a conversation with me about being strong. She was like, "My baby ain't never seen you weak. I don't want you to be weak in front of him. You go in the bathroom and fix yourself up, and you go back in here and you talk to him and you tell him how you feel. My baby loves you."
But Suge, he's not buying it. Fast forward to today, and Suge Knight is still not stopping. This latest claim came straight from Suge himself during an interview with The Art of Dialogue on February 24th. He's still behind bars, and he's coming for Snoop again.
So, Snoop didn't go nowhere near the house.
Shout out to the Art of Dialogue.
So when it happened, as you know, for some strange reason, but now we know the real reason, Snoop did not attend the fight with us or the club, the after party at Club 662. And what's so crazy about that, we thought it was strange that he wasn't there. This is the first one he did attend.
Snoop knew Tupac was angry at him.
He told her, he was like, "Well, look, Tupac hates me right now. He's mad at me. He hates me." So,
Do y'all think that Suge didn't show up because he felt like he was dealing with Biggie and Puffy, that it wasn't working, or do you feel like he has something to do nefarious with this? Because he is a Crip, and all this alleged, but we do know Snoop is a Crip. But that's not alleged.
Feel bad, that's why I didn't go up there. And Tupac's mother said, well, look, Pac was mad at me too for a few things I'd rather not swear to put some stillage, she said, right?
According to Sugay, Snoop Dogg has been working behind the scenes to bail out Dwayne Keith D. Davis, the same man accused of playing a key role in Tupac's murder.
Tell her this.
So they're saying he's trying to bail out Keefy D right now. Like Keefy D got arrested last year, so if he's trying to bail him out, he's trying to
They arrest. Since I've been in here, Snoop and other people been having people trying to bail the guy out, Keefy D, because he talking too much. Raising him trying to do stuff for Puffy because they think he's talking to him.
So they trying to bail him out because he's saying a little too much. Y'all hear what he's saying?
And if that wasn't wild enough, Sook is suggesting that Snoop might be nervous about what Keith D could reveal. Sook said even he was approached about helping Keith D get free.
They even had somebody talk to me and say, hey, you can help him get free. I said, look, I don't have nothing to do with none of that, and I'm not leaving prison to go to Nobody County Jail. To the point they were saying, well, you can't leave and sacrifice a little bit in the county jail to stop that black man from getting life? Hell no.
Yeah.
I ain't wishing bad on him.
But I'm not gonna put my freedom on
Nobody
line for
going
that
free.
nigga.
At one point in the interview, Suga takes things way further, saying that if he ever ended up in the same jail as Keith D, things wouldn't end well for him.
Since I find out more details about certain things, I probably would go to the Vegas County Jail if me and Keefy D was 70s. We have a good conversation after I give him, six upside his head, another 6 in his body, and another 2. But yeah, that's definitely didn't happen with Sook didn't go to the hospital.
Safe to say, Sook still has major beef with Keith D, but what's really crazy is what he said next. Sook claims that Snoop's involvement isn't just about Keith D. It goes even deeper. He alleges that Ray J once told him Snoop bragged about his role in setting up Pac's...
First of all, you gotta understand, him, Puffy, Ray J, all of them, they got puppy ties. And
I
Snoop
know.
and other people.
Oh damn.
And I fainted. Then his mother, got.
I'm not in prison to go to Nobody County Jail.
Okay, so damn, I ain't never heard this part, y'all, about Ray J and all this other stuff.
To the point they were saying, well, you can't leave and sacrifice a little bit in the county jail to stop that black man from getting life? Hell no. I ain't wishing bad on him at all, because I don't want to see nobody go to prison.
At one point in the interview, Suga takes things way further, saying that if he ever ended up in the same jail as Keith D, things wouldn't end well for him.
Since I find out more details about certain things, I probably would go to the Vegas County Jail if me and Keefy D was 70s. We have a good conversation after I give him, 6 upside his head, another 6 in his body, and another 2. But yeah, that's definitely didn't happen with Sook didn't go to the hospital.
Safe to say, Sook still has major beef with Keith D, but what's really crazy is what he said next. Sook claims that Snoop's involvement isn't just about Keith D. It goes even deeper. He alleges that Ray J once told him Snoop bragged about his role in setting up Pac's...
First of all, you gotta understand, him, Puffy, Ray J, all of them, they got puppy ties. And apparently, Keefy D cutting it off. You know what I mean? And the more he talked, the more they get hurt about the situation. And it's always a sad situation when we allow everybody to get into these events of wars or whatever you want to call it, because we all lose. Sometimes people lose their freedom, sometimes people lose their life, but it's bad for business. It's terrible for the culture.
Now, let's be real. Sook has a long history of throwing out accusations, and some of them have been wild. But this one hits different. We know Keith D has been cooperating with authorities. We know that his arrest has brought up old questions about Pac's murder. And now Suge is throwing Snoop's name into the mix. But the real question is, why now? And what exactly does Suge think Keith D knows that could be so dangerous?
He said how Puffy was coming over there throwing money around to have Tupac and have Meek. He played his part in the situation because he never said nothing to nobody. So his involvement. So, and you don't gotta take my words, take his own words.
Yeah.
So that played a role in changing the culture of hip hop. And I also feel that Puffy also, he didn't do it on purpose,
Then he made an even wilder accusation about Diddy.
but some of the things he did took another great rapper from the West Coast from us, which is Nip. I mean, Nip was just doing fine.
Now let's
not
really think
Nip.
about this.
Not
Snoop
Nip.
Dogg owns Death Row Records now.
Not
After
Nip.
years of beefing with Suge, how did he suddenly end up running the very empire Suge built? Was this all part of a long game? Suge seems to think so. He's convinced that once Tupac was out of the picture, Snoop was handed longevity in the industry while Suge got taken down. And when you really break it down, the timeline is insane. Suge lost everything: his power, his money, his freedom. Meanwhile, Snoop transformed into a global icon, untouched and thriving. Now here's where things go from rap beef to serious legal trouble. Reports say that federal investigators are looking into Snoop's connections with Keith D. If there's any proof that Snoop had financial transactions or communications linked to Keith D, this could open up a whole new chapter in the Tupac case. Now, you already know Snoop wasn't about to sit there and let that nonsense slide. He hopped into the comments section of a post about Suga's claims and kept it short. This ninja won't stop talking about me mad cause I own Death Row. I realize your real lies. And let's be real, he has a point. Ever since Snoop took control of Death Row Records in 2022,
So Snoop basically saying like, I took control of Death Row. Like, hey, hit the like button, hit the like. But since I took control of it, like, you mad and you in jail.
Suge has been livid. He's gone on multiple rants about how the sale was fraudulent and that Snoop and his business partner Michael Harry O. Harris essentially stole the label from him through some shady bankruptcy loopholes. Suge even claimed that Death Row was only transferred to Snoop and MNRK Music Group because a lawyer failed to show up in court, leading to a default judgment in 2013. According to Suge, that's when he technically lost Death Row, and the whole process was illegal from the jump. Now let's pause for a second. This is coming from the same Suge Knight who's been caught changing his own Tupac story multiple times. One minute he swears Pac was planning to leave Death Row. The next, he's saying Pac was never leaving. It's giving desperation. But here's the thing, Snoop didn't exactly deny everything. He just called Suge mad because he lost Death Row, and fans, they're divided. Some believe Suge, others think it's just old beef resurfacing. So, where does this all lead? Well, Keith D's trial is still not over. In fact, the trial just got pushed to 2026, and Keffy D's team is now claiming he wasn't even in Vegas the night Pac was They say they've got a private investigator ready to back it up, plus fresh evidence that supposedly proves someone else was pulling the strings. But here's where it gets shady. Keffy literally told on himself in his own book, Compton Street Legend, laying out exactly what went down that night. So, how is he suddenly trying to rewrite history? With this last-minute trial delay and these wild new claims, things are getting messy. And let's not forget, Suge Knight has been screaming for years that Snoop Dogg had something to do with this. Is this new evidence just another desperate move? Or is there really someone bigger behind Pac's murder? One thing's for sure, this is far from over. The Tupac murder case remains one of hip-hop's biggest mysteries, and now Snoop Dogg is at the center of it. For now, we'll have to wait and see if more evidence emerges. But something tells me this case is just getting started. Let us know what you think about all of this, and watch our next video for even more drama.
Let's see, y'all.
Snoop and other people.
All right, man, y'all kidding me in the Carnival Cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit notification. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.